Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to CET IAS. So with the continue our discussion of a previous year question, this is the another video of geography and environment question discussion. In first part we have already discussed some important question from geography portion which was asked by UPSC in Prelims 2021. In this video we have taken up some important question from environment portion of UPSC Prelims 2021. So let's start our discussion. So the first question says that how permaculture farming different from conventional chemical farming. In this case question we have four options and we have to choose the correct answer. So what is permaculture farming and how it is different from the conventional chemical farming? Permaculture farming is nothing but it is a integrated design system which promote multi-cropping and integrated farming system. And what is multi-cropping? It is process through which farmers grow two or more crops in the same piece of land within a year. And the best example of multi-cropping is agroforestry. The second thing is when talk about chemical farming, it is more suitable for monoculture. Monoculture is a practice through which farmers grow only one crop at same piece of land year by year. Why? Because monoculture required some crop specific input. And what are the crop specific input? These are irrigation, these are chemical fertilizer, and also these are harvesting method. So these are part component of monoculture, crop specific input. So here the first statement says that permaculture farming discourages monoculture practices, but in conventional farming monoculture practices are predominant. So as we discussed in difference that in conventional farming monoculture are dominated. Why? Because it requires some crop specific input like irrigation, chemical fertilizer and harvesting. So here the first statement is correct. If the first statement is correct, we can eliminate C and we can eliminate also D. Second statement says that conventional chemical farming can cause increase in soil salinity, but the occurrence of such phenomenon not observed in permaculture farming. As we discussed in chemical farming, we practice irrigation method. Irrigation means extraction of groundwater through which increase the soil salinity resulted into the decrease of soil fertility. And to again increase the soil fertility, we use chemical fertilizer. So hence this statement is also correct. If we practice conventional chemical farming, it can cause increase the soil salinity. So statement 2 is correct. Now the third statement says that conventional chemical farming is easily possible in semi-arid region. So semi-arid region means where rainfall is less. The example is like some parts of Haryana, Punjab, Western UP and some parts of Rajasthan. So in this region it is said that conventional chemical farming is easily possible. Is it easily possible where rainfall is less? Not easily possible. So we can eliminate option 3. So if you eliminate option 3, A is eliminated, C and D is already eliminated. So only one option is remaining, that is B. 1, 2, 4 are correct. And fourth statement is also correct. Why? It says that practice of mulching is very important in permaculture farming but not necessary so in conventional chemical farming. So practice of mulching means what? Mulching means it is a process of covering of soil. Covering the soil. Why? To make it more favorable condition for the plant growth. So here the fourth statement is also correct. So here the correct answer is B, 1, 2 and 4. Now move to the next question. Next question says that what is blue carbon? So blue carbon is related to the coastal aquatic marine carbon sink, and it is held by vegetation, also held by marine organism, and also it is held by sediments. So here coastal aquatic ecosystem means carbon captured by ocean and coastal ecosystem, that is A is the correct answer. Now with this, now next move to the next question. Here you can see the image. What is blue carbon? Carbon captured by ocean and coastal ecosystem. Now the third question says that in nature, which of the following is are most likely to found in surviving on the surface without soil? So here we have four options: fern, lichen, moss, and mushroom. So you can see the image here: fern, lichen, moss, and mushroom. So it said that which of the following is are mostly likely to found surviving on the surface without soil. So fern are nothing; it is a vascular plant. And they are attached with the soil. So you can eliminate option 1. So A is eliminated, D is eliminated. 4 why 4 is not correct? Mushroom, as you can see in the picture, that mushroom are attached with the soil. So we can eliminate 4 also. Only 2 and 2, 3 remaining, B and C. Lichens are, you can see the picture over here. Lichens are, they have some specific requirement. They can grow in water, they can grow in air, they can grow in light. So you can choose lichens, and also we can choose moss. Why? Mosses are non-flowering plant. They are non-flowering plant. So you can see the picture that these are mosses. So only 2 and 3 are correct, that is C. Now move to the next question. With reference to the New York Declaration on Forest, which of the following statement are correct? So here first statement says that it was first endorsed at the United Nations Climate Summit in 2014. Second statement says that it endorsed the global timeline to end the loss of forest. Third statement says that it is legally binding. This is the extreme statement. It is the legally binding international declaration. This is incorrect. Why? It is, this organization is voluntarily and non-binding organization. So we can elimination option 3. We can eliminate B and C. 1 is already correct. So 1, 2, 4 are correct. That is A is correct answer. Fourth statement says that it is endorsed by government, big companies, and indigenous communities. This statement is correct. Why 5 statement, option 5 is not correct? It is said that India was one of the signatory at its inception. It is incorrect. That is, India has not yet signed any declaration. So we can eliminate 4 or 5 also. So only one option is remaining, that is A, 1, 2, and 4. Now next question is, which one of the following is filter feeder? So among the 4 options, we have catfish, octopus, and pelicans. All these are large organisms. We can see the picture that catfish, octopus, and pelicans, these are large organisms, and only one organism, that is oyster, they are, so oyster, they are natural filter, and they capture the particles of size as small as 4 micrometer, and this because due to the presence in the gills, and these gills are act as natural filter. So here the correct answer is only C, that is oyster. The next question says that in case of which one of the following biological, chemical, the weathering of rocks is the main source of release of nutrient to enter the cycle. Here we have 4 cycle. This cycle we have already discussed in environment class. That is carbon cycle and nitrogen cycle. So carbon cycle and nitrogen cycle are nothing. These are gaseous cycle. These are gaseous cycle, and the main nutrient reserve of the carbon cycle and nitrogen cycle are hydrosphere and atmosphere. So we can eliminate carbon and nitrogen. And sulfur cycle, as we discussed, that in sulfur cycle that the nutrient is released by weathering of rocks. The nutrients are released by weathering of rocks, then erosion of runoff, and last is decomposition of organic manure. And sorry, this is sulfur cycle. Now the question 6 says that in case of which one of the following biogeochemical cycle, the weathering of rocks is the main source of release of nutrient to enter the cycle. So in environment class we have discussed these 4 cycles, that is carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, phosphorus cycle and sulfur cycle. Out of 4, carbon cycle and nitrogen cycle both are gaseous cycle. Gaseous cycle, and the main reservoir of these carbon and nitrogen cycles are atmosphere and hydrosphere. And in case of sulfur cycle, as we have discussed, that in sulfur cycle nutrient is released by weathering of rocks, erosional runoff, as well as decomposition of organic manure. So the sulfur cycle is mostly sedimentary, but two of its compounds, that is H2S, hydrogen sulfide, and SO2, sulfur dioxide, these are found gaseous component and it's normal sedimentary cycle. So carbon, nitrogen and sulfur, if you eliminate, only one option is remain, that is phosphorus cycle. So in phosphorus cycle nutrient got released mainly by weathering of rocks. So here the correct answer is only C, that is phosphorus cycle. So you can see the picture over here. Now next question says that which one of the following are detrivorous? So detrivorous are heterotrophs, and these heterotrophs, they get nutrient, they get nutrition by feeding of a detritus, means dead and decaying plant. Decaying plants and animals. So here we have earthworm, jellyfish, millipedes, seahorses and woodlice. Out of 5, you can see the picture: earthworm, millipedes and woodlice. So these are part of detritus. So we can eliminate jellyfish. Why jellyfish are jellyfish and seahorses? They are primary carnivores. So jellyfish and seahorses are primary carnivores. So we can eliminate seahorses and jellyfish. Option 2 and 4. So 4 is eliminated. 4 is eliminated. Then 2 is also eliminated. So only one option is remaining, that is C. Earthworm, millipedes and woodlice. Next, move to the next question. Next statement says that, question says that the common carbon metric supported by UNEP has been developed for option A, assessing the carbon footprint for building operation around the world. Second statement, enabling commercial farming entities around the world to enter carbon emission trading. C says that enabling government to assess the overall carbon footprint caused by their countries. So if you see the option that is related to carbon footprint. So what is carbon footprint? Carbon footprint is an entity that the total amount of greenhouse gases are generated by an entity, and this common carbon metric is released by, it is a protocol developed by UNEP and SBIC, Sustainable Building Climatic Initiative. So here the correct answer is A, that is assessing the carbon footprint for building operation around the world. Now the next question says that which of the following have species that can establish symbiotic relationship with other organism? So any organism which they live together and they share their shelter and nutrients, this relationship is known as symbiosis relationship. So among the three organisms, cnidarians, fungi and protozoa. Cnidaria has symbiosis relationship, an organism known as zooxanthellae, and fungi have symbiosis relationship with plants because plants give nutrient to fungi and in return fungi gives nutrients and water to the plants. And protozoa has also symbiosis relationship with other organisms. So here all three options are correct, that is D, 1, 2, 3 are correct. And the last question is, so you can see the picture, cnidarians, fungi and protozoa. Last question says that consider the following kinds of organisms: copepods, cyanobacteria, diatoms and foraminifera. So you can see the picture of copepods, cyanobacteria, diatoms and foramina. Here say that which of the following above are primary producer in the food chain. So here the last question says that consider the following kinds of organism. Here we have four kind of organism, that is copepods, cyanobacteria, diatoms and foraminifera. And the question says that which of the above are primary producer in the food chain of oceans. So primary producer are those who use sunlight to make their own food. So here cyanobacteria and diatoms, you can see the picture, that is cyanobacteria and diatoms all are blue-green algae, and the blue-green algae, they are use sunlight to make their own food. And apart from two, copepods and foraminifera both are herbivores, and herbivores are depend on the plant. So we can say we can eliminate copepods and foraminifera. Copepods and foraminifera. So only two options are remaining correct, that is cyanobacteria and diatoms. So here 2 and 3 are correct. So with this we have discussed some important question from environment section which was asked by UPSC in Prelims 2021. The remaining question of environment portion of UPSC Prelims 2021 that will be discussed in next video. Thank you so much.